Joining me is Curtis Christofferson, and he's the president of Innovative Fitness. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
So happy that you're here. We're going to talk about cross-training tips.
Yep, for runners.
Yes.
Yes.
How important it is to have cross-training into your running program?
Yeah, I mean, at Innovative Fitness, obviously, we're a high-end personal training company. We've been doing it for quite some time and understand the value of cross-training for any kind of runner, whether you're a recreational runner, a competitive runner. It's so important from a standpoint of injury prevention, balancing out any dysfunctions, and obviously performance too. So, you know, a lot of people think cross-training is only, the only purpose for cross-training is injury prevention, but you can actually enhance your running abilities with a level of cross-training.
And you become a faster runner.
Yep, exactly. Who doesn't want that?
Yes, like running up the hills, for example, building your core.
Yeah.
So what are some cross-training tips or options?
For sure. So obviously weight training, like a lot of people think cross-training is typically always done in the gym. That's not necessary. You know, there could be, you know, obviously yoga, Pilates, dance, anything that moves the body in a different way than running is super important. You know, even I look at you know, when people are street running and running on the road, it's primarily in a front to back motion, so in the sagittal plane. And so even taking your running off onto the trails, that would be a level of cross training. You know, that develops obviously some musculature that doesn't typically get used from going side to side in different planes of motion. And same with obviously yoga, Pilates, dance, and other extracurricular activities. So all those are, you know, definitely great options. Obviously in the weight room, you know, you can develop a strength training program that will complement not only what you're doing, you know, outside of running, but also it would actually enhance your running abilities with strengthening certain muscles and doing certain exercises.
And how many times should we cross-train?
Yeah, I mean, it's depends on what we look at in terms of cross-training and how competitive we are, but I typically say if someone's running 3 or 4 times a week, as an example, they should be cross-training 2 or 3 times a week. So, you know, 1 or 2 times, you know, complementary to obviously 2 or 3 times of running.
And what about runners out there who are new to running or just getting back into it, and they're listening to what you're saying and they're like, oh, I don't have time, but it's fun actually.
Yeah.
It takes the, you know, a break from running.
Yep. Yeah, so not only does it's a good point. I mean, the reality with cross training, it provides variety to your routine, right? And when you have variety in your routine, the likelihood of you know, sticking to that program is going to be greater. You know, a lot of times people subscribe to a 30-day yoga program, a 30-day running program, and all of a sudden 30 days go up and they're burnt out from that exact one exercise. So I usually recommend the more that you can fit in cross training in whatever sport you're doing, the likelihood of you sticking to that program is going to be greater. So that's number one. Number two, I wouldn't be scared of the gym. I mean, people that want to enhance their abilities as runners or whatever sport you're playing, you know, you have to find the time to complement what you're doing. If not, chances are you're going to get sidelined from injury and you're not going to be doing something you love anyways.
Yes,
so,
and you can actually, you know, go to a personal trainer.
For sure.
And tell us about some of the services that you provide.
Yeah, so at Innovative Fitness, our primary service is obviously strictly one-on-one and two-on personal training services. So anytime someone works or you know, uses our services at Innovative Fitness, it's strictly one-on-one with a trainer. Now, we also have fascial stretch therapy, a great complementary service that I would recommend many, whether it's recreational athletes, competitive athletes, or anybody that is really being restricted by their mobility. Fascial stretch therapy is a great service that we have. We have sport-specific training, so you know, whether you're a hockey player, whether you're a baseball player, a golfer, we have sport-specific training as some of our services, and then nutritional coaching. I mean, anything we do, whether it's daily life, whether we want to be a recreational or a competitive athlete, i.e. runners, you know, fueling our body is so important. And gone are the days when we can actually just follow the, you know, 5 food groups or the Canada Food Guide. You know, we have to fuel our body more effectively and more efficiently, especially with our options out there today. So.
Yes, and it's about maintaining a healthy lifestyle.
For sure.
And what do you like most about what you do?
probably changing people's lives. I mean, we have the ability to impact. We are in the service business, but people are actually investing in their health. And nowadays, obviously, your wealth is measured by your health, relatively speaking. In terms of the life that you live, how enjoyable it is, what you have, available to do and participate in. So, people depend and rely and invest in their health with us. And so we have the opportunity and the privilege to obviously guide people on their health specific goals, whether it's their long-term health and wellness, whether it's their performance, whether it's their longevity in life, all of those things. So yeah, I couldn't be happier with the impact that we have on people's lives.
That's wonderful. As a seniors runner or an athlete, cross training is really important.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, cross training, that's what this segment's all about. In terms of, cross training, let's recap that. I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to prevent obviously any dysfunctions, imbalances, and prevent any injuries. It's going to increase the variety in your routine, so the likelihood of you sticking to a program is going to be greater. It's a little bit more enjoyable, and you get to meet new people as well, let alone the performance side of things. Chances are, if you're going to incorporate cross training into any exercise that you do, the likelihood of you performing better at that one specific sport, like running, is going to be greater.
Yes, it's wonderful. And if people want more information, where can they go, Curtis?
Yeah, www.innovativefitness.com, and that's where you're going to find more information about innovative fitness.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Here we are at the BC Sports Hall of Fame, and joining me on Doctor's Corner is Dr. Lucas McMillan. He's a